Hello, I'm Brian Fitzgerald, the Golf Doctor, and today it's a pretty windy day, so it's British Open time. Perfect opportunity for me to show you how to hit a pitch shot into the wind. So if this is your first time to this channel, welcome. This channel is all about helping you play better golf. And one of the best ways to play better golf is to hit the subscribe button, click the bell notification, and then you're on your way. So I'm going to step by step through what we need to do to hit a pitch shot into the wind. And stay tuned right until the end of the video because I'm going to give you a bonus tip. So hitting into the wind is all about trying to keep the spin rate down as low as you possibly can. So a pitching wedge without wind struck on average is going to have about 9,000 revs. So we want to try and reduce those revs down. So the things that we need to do to try and reduce those revs down, the first thing is to go against your natural instinct. Your natural instinct is going to be to hit it quite hard and swing fast. The slower we swing, the better the result is going to be when we hit the pitch. So we really want to make sure that we have a nice smooth rhythm. I'm not saying that you want to decelerate, but you want to accelerate. We just want a relatively slow rhythm. So that's the first thing. Second thing is we want to try and keep the angle of attack shallow. So what do I mean by that? Traditionally, we would be hitting down on it. When we hit down on it, it increases the spin rate. So we want to just try and keep the angle of attack shallower. So we're keeping the club lower to the ground on the backswing and lower to the ground post-impact. That's the second thing we can do, and that will really knock down the spin rate of the golf ball. Third thing is we want to make sure that we play the ball back in our stance just very slightly. That takes a little bit of loft off the golf club, and we have our hands slightly forward in our golf swing. That helps us to keep it lower and come down low through the shot, once again keeping the spin rate down. The next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we don't transfer our weight when we swing. So traditionally we would be transferring our weight onto the back foot, transferring our weight onto the follow through, onto the front foot. We want to try and keep on that front foot and stay there for as long as we can. So we're trying to hit the shot, just maintaining that. And we're using a roughly about a half swing. Okay, the next thing that can help is through impact, we want to try and keep our hands in front of the golf club head through impact. So we don't really want to get our club head in front of our hands too early. It will eventually get there. We just want to keep our hands slightly in front through impact and then turn that club to the left. Turning the club to the left is going to help knock the ball down and once again reduce the spin rate. And I said at the end, I'm going to give you a final tip, a little bonus tip. Here it is. So if you would normally be hitting a sand wedge, we're about 60 meters out from the flag at the moment. If you would normally hit a sand wedge, we need to take two clubs. So in my case, I'm going to go from my sand wedge, the next club down is my gap wedge, and the next one down is my pitching wedge. So I'm going to hit this with a pitching wedge. That's going to take enough distance off the ball. That's going to help me to hit the ball a bit lower, and there's no danger of you hitting it too far. The ball is going to be spinning quite a bit, even though we're trying to keep the spin rate down, and that's going to make sure that the ball stops on the green. And even if the pin's at the back, you might have 10 paces between the flagstick and the end of the green. Because it's into the wind, it's going to magnify that out. It's going to make it play a bit longer than you think. So let's see how I go. We'll do all of those things. We're trying to swing smooth and basically keep that spin rate down. So you can see the ball went in there low and it landed, kept it nice and low. I just pulled that a little bit off this lie, but that's good distance control, and that's how we hit a pitch shot into the wind. Thank you for letting me help you with your golf, and I really look forward to seeing you on the next video.